Okay, I'm gonna go into Layens Hive. And I have to say, which is very strange, first time this year I've gone in this colony. This colony overwintered 3 years straight, and I just let it do what it does. Last year we harvested a little honey out of it, but I have not touched it this year at all. This is physically the first time I'm opening it. I know the colony swarmed this year, which is okay. I'm not worried about that. Don't have to worry when you pull this off because all the frames are sealed. Oh, I'm a little disappointed to see that frame is rotten there. I have a little bit of a moisture problem as it sits on this edge. Huh. I would not have guessed that, but I can rebuild. So there's a follower board on the end here, and then all these frames. The colony generally sits or exists in here. What you'll notice is some of them have wires. The wired ones are wired foundation, and these are foundationless that don't have wires. So let's go in the end here, and given this colony has not been open for quite some time, this might be a bit of a challenge to pry these out of here. But we'll see how it goes. I used to be a sign painter, can you tell? I have old sign blanks all over the place. So yeah, this is what I expected. They're built all the way out. Typically what I find back here is this is the honey storage, and these frames tend to have full sheets of honey all the way back. And what's cool is on the foundationless ones, I could usually pry them out to clean some of this out of here. Look at the propolis. Look at it all the way through. I don't know if you can see how it's all along this edge. If you leave a colony alone and let them be, they build quite a bit of propolis, which is kind of cool. Sometimes back here on this end, they connect frames, and I cleaned it up quite a bit last year, and so far I think they've done a good job at not reconnecting everything. But look at this. Is that incredible or what? They're so heavy, these frames. It's got to be 15 pounds of honey in there, in that one sheet. They love to build this way. Just awesome. Nice comb all the way down. Oh, I put it in backwards, I believe. I'll have to watch the video and see if I'm right about that. Usually the red marks go to the back, but I wasn't paying attention. So full sheet of honey on the next one. I could see. I'm gonna go in till I get to the brood chamber. Sorry, dear. I just want to see how the brood patterns look. You could tell this hive hasn't been opened all year. It's kind of welded together, but it's okay. Full sheet of honey. Look at that. Incredible. A lot of propolis holding this one in down here. Can't get it freed up. Wow. There we go. Oh, they didn't like that. It must have been attached on the bottom. I suspect I'll see comb on the bottom. I really had to pry it up. Yeah, it was connected here on the side. That's what I broke, the propolis. So this is their drone factory. You can see all the drone brood comb at the bottom. And again, honey storage. Same on this side. This belays the way that these colonies were designed. They're foundationless all the way through, but they have a little spike that goes through. Bamboo skewer to help support the comb. Now, obviously you don't spin this out. This is a cut and crush and strain kind of situation when you do this. Harvesting from these type of hives. So I'm 5 frames in and no brood yet, all honey on this end, which explains to me, and not surprised, when they use the entrance here, they use that one. They don't use this one because this is the honey stores. And typically bees come and go in the vicinity of the brood chamber versus where the honey is kept. I suspect that now I'm going to find brood on this frame. I think I'm far enough in that this is usually where the brood chamber starts to show. Although they don't appear to have any brood so far. Just do a quick scan for my queen in case she's here. Boy, they're awful runny on the comb, this colony. What I mean is just see how darty they are when they move around. Bip, 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 bip. Now there's pollen all the way through. And when you see pollen, you know that brood's on. So you might tell from the change in scenery that the GoPro battery died. And now I'm filming from my phone. On the video when it stopped, I think I was saying that that's a promissory note, the pollen that I'm going to get to the brood chamber. And as I look through, I see carpets of brood on that frame and this frame on both sides. And so the queen has slowed down because it's that time of year, it's the dearth, but obviously there's a fully operational queen. On the frame behind this, the one closest to me in that gap, there was brood in all stages. And so the queen is still laying, and you have to keep in mind how big the surface area is of these frames and what the queen would lay. That's not a small patch of brood going through there. And everywhere that you don't see capped brood, there's new brood starting all around the fringes. So needless to say, this colony is just doing perfectly fine. And that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to get in and make sure it was queen right and see how it's doing. And I think it's good to go, and I'm going to put it back together.